because they look at the grandfather and they see the missionaries have set up a church over here, and they're handing out free clothing. They're giving them school supplies and shoes and medicines.
Yes.
And grandfather, who treats all these people that come, you don't have to pay anything, and they don't usually. They may give you a chicken, but he has nothing, so he can't teach his own children. But here we are, coming with very much respect to these people, and that's beautiful because their children see the way we treat them, and we give them money.
Yeah.
So now it's because of this, what has been coined, this word which I don't believe exists, called ayahuasca tourism. But it's because of these people coming down here and treating these grandfathers, these grandmothers also, with such respect and paying them money for their knowledge and learning, that the children now want to become healers.
Yeah.
Because they see now grandfather can buy the school books, he can put the roof on the house, he can take them to Porto Assis for the weekend. He has some money. So it's the very ayahuasca tourism which people were being negative about that's actually made a whole change in shamanism and the way the children here want to learn the system.
Yeah.
So it was interesting because when I got to Iquitos finally, I found an ayahuasquero, a specialist with ayahuasca. Well, Valentin was Huachumero, San Pedro.
Okay.
And I began learning with him. So I would stay here for 3 months, and I would travel back up to Quito, Ecuador, by land, by boat, first vans and buses. I couldn't afford to fly. Still can't. That will probably never change. And after a year and a half of going back and forth, I was in Chiclayo, and I had like 2 hours before the next bus left. So I wanted to know what to do. So there's a museum in Lambayeque. So I took a little 3-wheel motor car taxi there, and I went around the first floor and the second floor, and this is, you know, with drinking ayahuasca in the jungle and seeing spirits everywhere, but knowing I'm drinking ayahuasca, this is, I'm tripping, I'm hallucinating, because still I don't know this is real. I mean, I understand the world. This is 19 years ago. What's supposed to be spirits and plants and spirits coming to talk to you, and evil spirits and good spirits and angels and things like that, but you can't accept it like wholeheartedly. But I'm an educated person, sort of, not I don't have a doctorate or anything, and I don't want one, because then I can't say the things I'm going to tell you that I tell you now.
Yeah. Okay.
At the top of the stairs on the 3rd floor in this museum, I walk up to the top, and there's this plate glass cube, and in it is a mannequin with a robe, and the robe is in a checkered pattern, and it's got a little Nehru collar, and it's original Incan clothing that was discovered. And I've never ever studied South American history or art, or read any of the books or seen magazines about that. So then I knew absolutely that those visions that I saw when I drank with the Siona Corindero and they sang to me, it was an absolute vision. It wasn't an hallucination. So then I began to reevaluate what I've been doing, what I'm looking at, and the spirits that you see during ceremonies, and the ones that come up and talk to you and they tell you what's wrong with the person over there, and the information that gets inputted into your system. They say, like being a Corindero, ayahuasquero, is like being a hollow bone. You have to get your ego out of the way so that you can be given information.
Yeah.
So that's the place you want to be. It's humble and honest and transparent. And the moment that you start speaking like you're doing any kind of healing, your ego gets in the way again, and the less you're going to be able to receive anything. So that's one facet of it. The other is learning all these marvelous plants that they have, and there's thousands of them, probably 1 million of them, and probably 90% of them haven't yet to be discovered, and learning how to use them.
Yeah.
But how one plant works with this man to give you for healing is completely different the way if you would speak to another man, and he would tell you how to use the plant, because he's been given information about how to use it. It works with his energy, how he can heal with it, where this person has been given another information. A lot of the information has come directly from you being a hollow bone. The other information has come from his teacher told him to do it this way. And then the medicines are wonderful, and ayahuasca is wonderful, and it's great when you have spirits come up to you and they talk to you, or you're fed information about what to do for another person, or what to do for yourself as well. But there's another facet that's more fascinating than probably all of it, and that is the placebo effect.
Yeah.
And that is that your own mind is the most powerful medicine there is in the world. And given the right circumstances and the right curandero, you can, if the curandero has the right performance for you, we'll say, the right charisma, whether it's being really humble that you like, or maybe he's just very very charismatic. Depends on the subject.
Yeah.
But given the right circumstances, especially under the influence of a psychotropic, a sacred power plant like ayahuasca or San Pedro or peyote, you're more susceptible to believe whatever they're going to tell you. Singing these beautiful icaros too in a ceremony that's very spiritual, where you've probably had a flower bath before you go into it. The space has been cleaned with incense. You have other people, maybe people that are crying because of they've seen past experiences, or they see their life as it is now, see ways to change themselves. So it's a very ceremonies are incredible, life-changing experiences. They can be. You have to open yourself up to receive that. So when you're told that if you know you have this illness, and this curandero, this shaman, this ayahuasquero comes to you and he says, if you will drink this 3 times a day, half an hour before meals, for 3 weeks, and you do this diet, because we all know that various plants have a particular diet that you have to follow or the plant won't work, that you will be healed. And you can watch yourself over a period of 3 weeks getting better and better and better and better. And you leave the ceremony the next morning knowing what your remedy is. And you drink this. And you could be drinking water.
Yeah. But
you will heal yourself. You will believe it's coming from somewhere else. Because to get yourself in the way, that would be get your ego in the way. Well, I can heal myself. You need that other impetus, that other thing saying, I can heal myself by drinking this, instead of, well, I can heal myself by myself without anything else because I'm so powerful. That's just not going to work. So the placebo effect.
It's a starter.
Yeah. Placebo effect is absolutely amazing. It's incredible. I mentioned this once on a forum. I started talking about the placebo effect, and someone wrote me and they said, "You shouldn't talk about that. You shouldn't tell people." I said, "What is this information I'm not supposed to share with everybody?" No. It's just the way you use the information. Okay. But it's never ending. It's fascinating, and that's why people ask me, are you a shaman? No, I'm not a shaman. What are you? I said, well, I'm just a student of the plants, and I will forever be, because it's endless, the number of plants that are out there, and how long you can do this, and how much you can learn, and other worlds, and moving in between them. And it's amazing. Absolutely incredible.